Hello children, let's start today's section. We have discussed the steps of farming which are practiced by the farmers or us. These are the steps used in farming. Preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, weeding, harvesting, threshing and storage. In last class we have discussed about preparation of soil and sowing. Today we are going to discuss adding manure and fertilizers and irrigation. Children, you all know the importance of nutrients in our body. Like that, all the living organisms require nutrient for the proper development to avoid diseases. For that, farmers are adding manure and fertilizers in the field. The substances which are added to the soil in the form of nutrients for the healthy growth of plants are called manure and fertilizers. By adding manure, which is obtained from decomposition of plants and animal waste. Usually, plants and animal waste kept in an open place or in a pit. Microorganisms decompose this waste and produce manure. Adding manure in the soil is called manuring. Improper addition of manure make the plant unhealthy. There is another way of enriching soil by nutrient is by adding fertilizer. Fertilizer is a chemical substance which is produced in factories, which is rich in particular nutrients. NPK is a common fertilizer used. N stands for nitrogen, P stands for phosphorus, and K stands for potassium. Other fertilizers are urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, and potash. Let's discuss the differences between fertilizer and manure. Fertilizer is a inorganic salt. Inorganic salt means it's formed from non-living things. Carbon atom is completely absent. And manure is the natural substance which obtained from plant and animal waste which contain carbon atom. And fertilizer is prepared in the factory. Manure can be prepared in the field. Fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil, but manure provides loads of humus to the soil. Fertilizers are very rich in plant nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrient which contain many nutrients in less amount. There are advantages and disadvantages for both manure and fertilizers. First we can discuss about advantages of manure. Manures add humus to the soil. Humus is the top layer of the soil. If humus is there, the soil can absorb more amount of water. The water holding capacity of the soil will increase. Then root can absorb water and nutrient. The plant can grow properly. And it is not expensive one. It will be prepared from our home itself. Next, third point is does not cause any pollution. By preparing this manure, there is no chance to produce polluted gases. Now, advantages of fertilizers. It provides specific nutrients not present in manure. Fertilizers, if you are taking less amount, that contain more amount of nutrients. So, the growth of the plant will be fast compared to the manure. Next, it will be easy to store. There will not be smell. By manure preparation, there will be the help from the microorganisms are needed. So, definitely the smell will be there. But here in the fertilizer, the smell will not be more. We can store it anywhere and we can transport because it will be less amount. And readily absorbed by plants because they are water soluble. If you are putting fertilizer in the soil, if the soil is wet, it can easily absorb by the plant. The fertilizers are easily soluble in water. Now there are some disadvantages. Manure does not provide certain specific nutrient needed by the crop. If you are adding more amount of manure to the crop requires some specific nutrient. That nutrient will not be present in that manure. If it is present also, it will be less amount. The second disadvantage, it is not easy to store, transport and handle because it is bulky. You know that if you are keeping all the vegetable waste in a pit, it will be more bulky and it will be more, we cannot touch it by hand. It will be very soft. And it is not soluble in water. It takes time to soluble in water. And there are some disadvantages for fertilizers. They do not provide humus to the soil. The humus will not be there for soil, so water holding capacity will be very less. And harmful to the soil. That fertility of the soil will be less because when we are adding fertilizer, the acidic nature will be increasing. The soil, the nature of the soil will change. It will be turning into acidic or alkaline nature. So it will be harmful to the microorganism which is present in the soil. And earthworms and all which is present in the soil will be died because of the acidic nature of the soil. And the accumulation of fertilizers in water bodies cause eutrophication and pollution. If you are pouring more amount of fertilizers in the field, during rainy season and all, the water will be washed away and it will be reaching to the different water sources, and there these fertilizers will be harmful to the other aquatic animals. So not only that, it will create pollution in the nearby area. The next step is irrigation. It is the process of supplying water to land to grow crops. Irrigation can be done in two types: traditional method or modern method. Sources of irrigation are ponds, wells, lake, dam and river. In traditional or olden method, in irrigation, water is lifted from water bodies and then carried to the field. Cattle or human will lift water from water sources. Let us discuss traditional methods of irrigation. Pulley system, chain pump system, Deckley and Rahad. In this system, water is pulled with the help of pulley. This kind of irrigation required human labor. Uneven distribution of water is the disadvantage of this type of system, so it became less efficient. The next type is chain pump system. A bucket is tied to a wheel. Wheel is pulled by a chain. When the wheel rotates, the bucket will collect water from water sources. This bucket then pour the water out when it comes out of the top. Here, human labor may be required to pull the chain. The next is Deckley system. Here, a log is attached to the ground. Can you see a V-shaped log? There is another log which is kept over that. This log has a bucket attached to one end. When the log is moved, it will carry water with the bucket. Human is needed. So here the disadvantage is wastage of water. The last system is Rahat system. This system is not used now. One big wheel is attached with several buckets and it is placed half dipped in the water source. Usually, cattle are rotating the system. When the cattle rotates, wheel will also rotate. Bucket will collect water and pour to the field. Traditional methods of irrigation has replaced by modern irrigation system. Let us learn about these two irrigation in details. Sprinkler system. This system contains many pipes with rotating nozzles at the top. The pipe is connected to the main storage tank. Water is supplied to the field with a pump in a high pressure through pipes. The water comes out through the rotating nozzles in the form of spraying or same as rain. The second type of system is drip irrigation system. Water is delivered near the roots of the plants drop by drop. This system is the most efficient system of irrigation because there is no wastage of water. This system is costly but less labor and less time. Let's quickly rethink today's section. Today we have learned about the two steps in farming: adding manure and fertilizers and irrigation. And we studied differences between manure and fertilizers and its advantages and disadvantages. At last we have discussed about different methods of irrigation. Thank you, children.